welcome back to the shed, folks. We got a highly anticipated matchup here between Sunrise and Hesston.
Yeah, Sunrise this year, very, very, very tall roster. I mean, I'm seeing 6'8", 6'7", 6'9", 6'7" on their roster. That would be a big problem for the Swathers today, and that would be one of their contributing factors if they come away with the win.
And they, Sunrise leans on that height to do everything in this offense and in this game. They're going to rely on the height to do everything for them.
So your starters for your Hesston Swathers will be 5'11" senior Asher Dutchendorf, 6'6" senior Reed Friesen, 5'9" junior Daniel Lumbreras, 6'5" sophomore Drew Bartel, and 6'2" junior Ty Unruh.
And starting for Sunrise Christian Academy, number 062, Kanan McElroy. Number 4, 5'9", Israel Graham. Number 11, Tomohito Kabari. Sorry. And then number 20, Judah Cyrus. And number 25, Marko Pavlovic.
Yeah, a lot of height for Sunrise. Swathers have a couple of guys above, or 2 guys above 6'5", so we should expect Green and Drew to be guarding those. And for the rest, I mean, it's all about matchup, you know. So, you know, sometimes in games like these when you're a little bit out height, I guess. I don't know how to word that, but you just got to work hard, you know, just make life hard for them.
Sunrise is also going to lean on the 3. They shoot probably close to 20, 25 threes a game, and they make it about 30 to 40% clip. So it's going to be a lot of points on the board tonight.
And Hesston, Reed Friesen, beats 6'9" Marko Pavlovic off the tip.
Swathers are going to have the ball to begin with. Drew Bartel down low, receiving a pass from Ty Unruh, up top to Reed Friesen, jabs, goes down low, pass down low to Lumbreras, back up top to Friesen, to the corner to Dutchendorf. Dutchendorf up to Unruh. Friesen up top, looking for somebody, finds Dutchendorf.
Looks like Sunrise is switching every single screen. Swathers have matchups everywhere.
Friesen shoots the fadeaway midi, and it's going to be a little bit long, rebounded by the Buffaloes.
Kabari with it in the full court. Over to Graham, top of the key. Graham setting up the offense. Daniel Lumbreras guarding him. Back to Kabari. Kabari, 2 dribbles, left hand. Looked like he traveled there, but Swathers retain possession and look to push. Unruh with it right wing, being guarded by Kabari. Over to Friesen in the corner. Up to Bartel, top the key. Or Dutchendorf, dribble drive, off the window.
Oh! And a tough take by Asher Dutchendorf to get the and 1. And he's gonna get the extra free throw as well.
Foul is on Kanan McElroy, his first personal foul. Asher Dutchendorf will shoot 1 shot.
And Dutchendorf's free throw will be good. Kabari passes the court to McElroy, to Graham in the corner. Graham looking for somebody, gets wide open, passes it down to Cyrus, up top to Pavlovic, and his 3 is gonna go in and out, and it's a tie ball game, 3-3. Swathers with the ball, Dutchendorf, guarded by McElroy, down to Friesen. Friesen going to work. Up top to Bartel. Bartel's 3 is going to be a little short. And Sunrise with a full court pass. Graham's 3-pointer is going to be good. Back-to-back 3s. A lot of momentum for the Buffaloes here early.
Dutchendorf with it, top of the key. Swathers looking to slow down the momentum. Bartel with it, backdoor cut by Daniel Lumbreras. Goes up strong, and Bartel grabs it out to Friesen for 3. Short, Unruh with the rebound. He'll go up with the left hand. Off. Reed Friesen with the save.
And they're going to call goaltending, I think.
Offensive goaltending.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that ball is going to come out from Ty Unruh's layup, and Friesen just tried to lay that back in, but they're going to call goaltending. It's going to be Buffalo's ball.
6-3 our score. 5:38 to go here in the period. Pavlovich with the top of the key over to Graham. Pavlovich, 6'9", post player, up to Graham. Graham out to Cyrus in the corner.
And another three made by the Buffaloes. Judah Cyrus in the corner. 2 threes in that left-hand corner in a row.
And everyone's going to get involved in that category for the Buffaloes.
Ball is tipped away by the Buffaloes. It's going to stay with the Swathers. Gavin Larson and Carter Gonzalez check in for Hesston. And so far, not so much the height for Sunrise Christian Academy, but that relentless shooting is already showing here early in the shed. Unruh in the corner to Friesen down low. Friesen's going to work. He's double guarded, and the ball is going to be stolen by Sunrise. And a nice full court pass down to Graham. He gets the nice reverse layup, and a timeout called by the Swathers. A lot going on early here, 3-11. Sunrise with the advantage.
Nice little 11-0 run here by the Buffaloes.
Yeah, a couple of quick threes, really swinging the momentum toward the Buffaloes' way. You know, hopefully the Swathers can just settle down and guard the perimeter.
And this is a dangerous team, 23-3 on the year, playing a lot of pretty big schools in the Midwest region. Yeah, I mean, you can see it already. This is a hot, fiery team when they can make some shots, and they're proving already. 3 threes in a row. Move the basketball quickly up and down the court, and I think that's going to be their gameplay for the night. So Swathers have really got to force them to slow it down and play good, solid defense against the Buffaloes.
If I'm not mistaken, Sunrise lost to the #1 ranked Missouri team, so playing very, very good competition. So they're used to these big games. You know, coming into somebody else's home court isn't easy, but they've shown that they're able to do it.
And this team's always been tough in the past years, especially last year. I remember it being in Wichita, a very close game against these two teams. And it's going to be another battle to the end here. Swathers with the ball, Friesen up top to Larson, over to Unruh, to Gonzalez in the corner. Larson with the cut down low, looking for somebody, tries to go to work. Friesen up top, over to Unruh, guarded by McElroy, to Bartel in the corner. Back up top to Friesen, Unruh in short corner. Friesen down low, looking, going to work, and his nice right-handed reverse layup will be good. 5-11. Sunrise still with the lead.
Kabari with it, right wing, left-handed dribble drive on Ty Unruh. Back to Graham at the top, who will set it up. Pavlovich with it. Friesen hand in the eye. Pavlovich back with it atop the key, over to Graham. Graham dribble drive. Backdoor cut by Kabari, easy lay-in.
And that's the stuff you cannot have. You cannot have a player cut right in front of your face to get an easy layup. Swathers with the ball, Friesen, guarded by Cyrus, to Bartel in the corner. Friesen looks for the three. Dribbles around, goes to Unruh, to Gonzalez in the corner. Drew Bartel going to work down low, and he's going to be blocked, but rebounded by the Swathers. Friesen is going to shoot the three, in and out, and another full court pass to the Buffaloes. McElroy. Graham up top, guarded by Unruh. Looking for something, getting an offense set up. And he's going to be doubled, kind of lose his footing there for a second. Shoots the floater, it's going to be long. Rebounded by the Swathers.
Bartel with it in the corner. Looks for anyone. Pavlovich guarding him. Over to Carter Gonzalez in the corner and poked away by Kabari, but Gonzalez retained possession. Very tough defense here.
Asher Dutchendorf in for Ty Unruh and Blake Hansen, both in for the Swathers. I don't believe Sunrise has had any subs yet this game, which may be a contributing factor later if they do not have many subs. We will have to see. Swathers inbound to Friesen, guarded by Cyrus. Friesen hard at work down there, and he's going to be fouled on the shot, and he will shoot 2.
Swathers not getting anything easy on offense today, as Sunrise is really settling down and playing very good lockdown defense.
Friesen's first free throw is going to take a bad bounce, and it's going to be no good. However, Friesen's second free throw is going to be nothing but net. Lumbreras checks in for Hesston.
Graham with it in the full court. Daniel Lumbreras trying to force him left. Graham goes right back right. Over to Kabari at the top of the key. Back to Graham. Three-pointer is going to be short. And the Swathers look to push. Dutchendorf to Lumbreras. Lumbreras on the wing. Over to Hansen. Hansen to Dutchendorf. Dutchendorf to Friesen. Friesen goes back to work. Behind the backboard. The shot's off the side of the backboard. And Sunrise with the rebound.
Kabari, guarded by Dutchendorf, dribbles down low, over to McElroy in the corner, who's going to shoot the 3. That one's going to be no good. Rebounded by Lumbreras for the Swathers. And Dutchendorf is going to take the ball up for Hesston, guarded by Kabari. Blake Hansen in the corner for the 3. It's going to be long. Offensive rebound by Swathers. Lumbreras looking for the 3, goes to Gonzalez, to Dutchendorf. Kind of getting an offense set up, it looks like. Lumbreras up top to Gonzalez, over to Dutchendorf. Goes to Hansen, back to Lumbreras. Friesen up top, guarded by Pavlovich. Good defense. Dutchendorf gonna come back up top, guarded by McElroy. And it looks like another offense is going to be set up here for the Swathers. He passes hands off the ball to Hansen, who's going to dribble around the perimeter. Over to Dutchendorf, who's going to have an open 3. Decides not to take it and shoots the floater. It's going to be no good. Gets his own rebound and gets that one to go. And a good offense there by the Swathers, making sure to take their time and not let that Sunrise Christian defense speed them up a little bit. And a mass substitution for the Buffaloes. And it's going to be a whole new squad in for them.
For Sunrise, number
2. Hatagonlu. I believe that's how you say it. I probably said it wrong, though. Number 12, Tomohito Kabari. Number 24, David Gonza. Number 35, Hafferny Diaz, and number 23, which happens to not be on my roster, which is convenient. And Sunrise is going to have the ball in the corner to Diaz. His 3 is going to be no good, but rebounded by the Buffaloes. Back to Diaz, guarded by Dutchendorf. In the corner to Gonza. Gonza's 3 is also going to be no good, rebounded by Bartel for the Swathers, and this buzzer beater shot, and it's going to be no good by Ty Unruh.
Good overall first quarter for the Swathers. They definitely settled down a little bit better towards the end of the quarter. you know, just not letting Sunrise speed them up, just settling down on defense, playing better on the perimeter, you know, trying to make everything tough for them.
Yeah, it's tough to come down from 9-0, or not 9-0, but 9-3 with 3 back-to-back-to-back threes. A lot of momentum for the Buffaloes.
So your scoring for your Hesston Swathers will be Asher Dutchendorf with 7 and Reed Friesen with 3.
For the Sunrise Christian Academy boys, Israel Graham has 5 and Marko Pavlovich has 3.
I think the scoreboard's wrong. Just said that and more. Asher.
And we're back here for the second quarter. Buffaloes are gonna have the ball first.
Kabari. Yeah, you got it.
Kabari up top. Over to Hatanoglu. Diaz is gonna shoot the 3. Sorry, Gonza is gonna shoot the 3 in the corner. It's gonna be no good, and a foul is gonna be called.
Over the back, foul.
And the Buffaloes subbed in 5 new guys, and just like that, they've already shot 4 threes with this new group. So,
yeah. And Buffaloes bring a full court press for the Swathers.
Larson with it. Over to Dutchendorf right wing. Down to Drew Bartel. The layup is good.
Good way to use his body on that.
Diaz with it. Handoff to Kabari. Being guarded by Daniel Lumbreras. Then over to Gonza. Over to Kabari. Buffalo swinging it around the perimeter. Over. And we got a moving screen by Kabari here at the top of the key. Tomohito Kabari.
And it looks like that original starting team for the Buffaloes are all going to check back in. So we got the original starting 5. Another mass substitution. Gavin Larson for the Swathers going to bring the ball up. Dutchendorf guarded by Kabari. Friesen in the corner, guarded by Cyrus.
Just going to go to work.
Yeah. Dutchendorf with the pretty open 3, but it's going to be an air ball and rebounded by Sunrise. And Pavlovich tries to throw the full court pass over to Cannon McElroy, but it's going to be a little overthrown, or it's going to be tipped by the Swathers. And Sunrise looks like tries to throw what looked to be kind of an alley-oop kind of play.
Yeah, I would say
but
so.
A foul is going to be called first on Drew Bartel, and Judas Cyrus will shoot 2 free throws. His first will be good.
Big thing for the Swathers right now, you got to make sure that Sunrise is doesn't get hot from the 3-point line, and you got to take advantage of the opportunity whenever they do a mass substitution like that.
Cyrus' second free throw is going to be no good, but it's going to be rebounded by Sunrise. McElroy is going to shoot a 3. It's going to be a little left, and almost rebounded by the Swathers, but Sunrise somehow gets it back. And a big mismatch here. Pavlovich guarded by Lumbreras. Graham dribbles inside, but it's going to be rebounded by Hesston. Friesen down low from a pass from Gavin Larson, and his lay-in will be good.
14-12 here. Sunrise leads. Kabari with it. Left-handed. Guarded by the right-handed Ty Unruh. Cyrus with a screen. Back to Cyrus in the lane. Out to Pavlovich. Jab step. Out to Kabari. Back to Graham. Graham, one dribble jab. Out to Kabari for 3 in the corner. It is good. 17-12, Sunrise.
Lumbreras at half court for the Swathers with the ball, guarded by Graham, over to Friesen, guarded by Cyrus. Larson over to Bartel, guarded by Pavlovich. Back down low to Friesen at the block. Friesen is gonna go to work down here. Good defense by Cyrus. Back out.
Swathers really like that Friesen-Cyrus matchup.
Yeah. But you gotta get Cyrus props. He's been playing pretty good defense so far when he's matched up one-on-one down there with Friesen. Both big guys, Judah Cyrus being 6'8" senior, Reed Friesen being a 6'6" senior. Kason Landis inbounds for the Swathers. Larson up top, guarded by McElroy. He goes to Unruh. Unruh's gonna have a nice thread the needle pass to Friesen. Down low, Friesen, and he's gonna try to, well, Unruh's gonna shoot the three. After that, that's gonna be good.
Good shot by Ty Unruh.
And Gavin
Larson.
Larson's gonna steal the ball, and Coach Roth for the Swathers is telling them to slow down. Friesen shoots his three. It's gonna be short. Kason Landis gets the beautiful reverse layup, and I don't know what just happened, but a lot happened very quickly, and just like that, it's a tie game.
Crazy sequence of plays right there. Man, momentum big in the shed right now.
Yeah, you know, Coach Roth, you could see after Swathers got that steal and they got the ball back out, you could tell Coach Roth wanted them to slow it down a little bit. Friesen took the three. It was rebounded by Landis, and he got that nice layup to tie the game.
Yeah, I mean, just very good overall, you know, right place at the right time,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, Hesston has seen some very good comp this season. First, it started with Mountain Ridge. Second, it was Cheney. Now today is Sunrise. Unfortunately, they have lost in the past to Mountain Ridge and Cheney. So, honestly, if they win this game, they'll prove themselves. Just like being coachable and becoming better every week.
So after all that chaos, Sunrise will inbound the ball. Graham is going to take it, guarded by Lumbreras. Over to Kabari, but there's going to be a moving screen, I believe, called on David Gonza. And Kason Landis checks back in for the Swathers after a quick turnaround. Quick turnaround on the bench.
Swathers with it. Larson handoff screen from Unruh over to Asher. In the corner too, I don't know who that was.
Ty Unruh, his three was a little bit right, and
Looks like he got in that deep corner, kind of behind the basket. Really tough spot to shoot.
Tough shot to shoot there. So Sunrise is gonna have the ball under Hesston's hoop. Graham, guarded by Dutchendorf, is gonna bring up the ball. And Kabari back to Kabari, who dribbles inside, tries to do a little Euro step, and his layup is gonna be no good, but Sunrise gets the rebound, and Graham is gonna set up a new offense here for the Buffaloes. McElroy, guarded by Unruh, goes inside, back out to Diaz, who's gonna shoot a nice floater, and it's gonna go around the basket. Ooh. And a Swather almost tipped in the ball at trying to get a rebound.
Foul's going to be on Diaz.
Foul's going to be on Diaz. So Swathers are going to maintain possession.
Friesen and Gonzalez check in for the Swathers.
Larson will bring up the ball, guarded by Graham. Goes to Dutchendorf on the right wing. Back up top to Bartel. Over to Gonzalez. Back to Larson up top. Dutchendorf gonna have an open three, doesn't take it. to Friesen, guarded by Diaz. Bartel down low going to work, and his layup is going to be in and out, and he's going to be blocked, but Swathers are going to get the ball back, and Gonzalez with the wide open floater. His is going to be no good, and an unlucky miss there.
Should have used the glass there.
Yeah.
Didn't know where everyone was.
Yeah, you sometimes get a little scared with this tall of a roster.
Kabari with it, up top. Out to
McElroy.
Elroy with the three.
That'll make it 20-17 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left until halftime.
Friesen down low, and he's going to be blocked. And another full court pass, and McElroy's going to dunk it.
And we got a technical foul on McElroy
And
for hanging on the rim, I believe.
Hung on the rim a little bit too long.
Kind of did a stunt on the rim.
Yeah.
Kind of went up and down 3 times. It's going to get you one every time.
Yeah, refs are very strict about that. They will get you every single time that you're hanging on the rim, and it looks like they're kind of discussing it though. And it looks like they are going to take that off. However, why is Asher Dutchendorf getting 2 free throws here? Or free throws?
That's technical.
Oh, technical, yeah, I'm sorry. His free throw will be no good.
Do the Swathers get to choose who goes up there and shoot free throws?
Yes.
Yeah, I
they
believe
do.
so.
As long as it wasn't like a double foul.
So Dutchendorf will make 1 out of 2 free throws, and Swathers will get the ball back here to hopefully bring it within 1 or 2.
I feel like those free throws might have a lot more pressure than the regular ones just for the fact that there's nobody in the lane.
Yeah, you're just kind of
Everybody's
singled out.
looking at you.
Dutchendorf, guarded by McElroy. To Friesen at the corner. Up top to Landis, to Dutchendorf, guarded by Diaz. Back to Friesen up top, guarded by Pavlovich. Landis gonna look for something. To Friesen in the corner. Pass to Friesen, down low to Dutchendorf, and it's gonna be out of bounds as it was a tough pass to get there with a lot of hands in the way. So Sunrise is going to have the ball. And Hansen checks in for the Swathers. Graham, guarded by Hansen, is going to take the ball for Sunrise. To Pavlovich, guarded by Friesen. He's going to dribble around the perimeter, looking for something. He's now going to go to work on Friesen. Good defense by Friesen. Back up top to Michi. And
Beautiful charge call.
yeah, charge called.
Taken by Ty Unruh. Way to put your body on the line.
A lot of push-offs here in this game. The refs calling it. Might seem to be unfair, but they're doing a great job of just controlling this game.
And Swathers will have the ball once again. Friesen over outside to Unruh. Unruh's going to shoot his floater, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. So he is now going to get 2 free throws as well. And either way, no matter where he was fouled, he was going to get 2 free throws as Hesston is in the bonus.
Sunrise might have a lot of fouls, but I don't think anyone has 2 yet in their lineup.
Unruh's first free throw will be short and bounce off the front of the rim. Lumbreras checks in for Hesston.
There is a minute 34, 18-22 Sunrise over Hesston.
Unruh's second free throw will be good. And Sunrise looking to push the ball very quickly here as they're already at the other end of the court. Kabari, guarded by Dutchendorf up top. He's gonna jab, getting the offense set up. And Kabari is gonna get a pretty open layup, but it's gonna be a little bit short. And it's gonna be out of bounds on the Swathers. It will stick with Sunrise on their end of the court.
Yeah, just lost his touch a little bit on that.
Yeah. fouled. Will be called on the Swathers, I believe. Daniel Lumbreras. And a steal's gonna be caught by Reed Friesen, and he's gonna dunk it!
Good dunk by Reed Friesen. The shot is lit right now.
Sunrise pushing quickly though. They're not letting any celebration time happen here as they're gonna go down and score instantly. And that's what the Swathers cannot have. They gotta be ready because they're gonna push the ball quickly. 21-24, 50 seconds remaining. Unruh, guarded by Kabari. Friesen up top, guarded by Pavlovich. Dutchendorf is gonna get the three, gonna be no good. Rebounded by Sunrise, and they're pushing once again. Graham, guarded by Unruh.
He loves to leak out in transition every possession.
Yeah, a lot of Sunrise guards will do that every now and then. They're gonna leak out quickly, and they're expecting you to be down there. And it looks like Sunrise planning on to get one shot left here in this first half. Kabari. Pavlovich will shoot the three. It's gonna be long. Lumbreras, Friesen looks for the three. And so close.
We have a 3-point game here at halftime. Swathers down 24-21. What a game.
High energy first half.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
That's a great first half right there. Obviously a very tough Sunrise Christian team, but Swathers have done a very good job of just playing them on offense and defense.
Hesston Swathers have been put in this position before. As I said before with Mountain Ridge and Cheney, they know what to do in this situation. So
Okay, we're good now. Sorry for the apology for the no sound.
Yeah. It sucks. We were saying a lot too. We're having fun up here.
Yeah, we're back. We're back now.
Yeah, we're back.
Swathers up 3, halfway through the third period.
Bartel is gonna have the ball. Back out to Dutchendorf, to Friesen, top of the key, over to Landis.
I would get the ball into Friesen's hands. He's feeling it right now.
Come on.
Larson will shoot the 3 though. It's gonna bounce off the rim on the backboard. Bartel's gonna get the rebound. And a lot of contact there, but nothing is called. And Sunrise will get the ball.
Diaz with it top of the key, looking for Graham. Finally gets it to him.
And that's gonna be Diaz. Graham guarded by Larson. And a holding foul is gonna be called on Larson. That'll be his first personal of the game. Swather's been doing a good job not getting in too many fouls. And Landis is going to go for his layup, but he's going to be blocked by Cyrus, yep. Diaz in the corner, guarded by Landis. And it's going to be poked away by Landis, but Sunrise will maintain possession. Subs in for Hesston, Carter Gonzalez and Ty Unruh.
In for Bartel and Dutchendorf.
Diaz inbounds the ball to Graham, guarded by Larson. Graham dribbles the perimeter, hands it off to Hatamaglu. To Pavlovich, back to Graham. Looks like a little screen action going here. Graham's looking for something. Good defense, kind of throws it up there, throws a prayer. Pavlovich dribbles inside, guarded by Friesen, and a tough bucket by Pavlovich for Sunrise. And Hesston will take the ball over.
You don't see someone score on Reed Friesen like that very often.
No, you don't. That was a really nice bucket by Pavlovich. And Unruh tries to do a little fancy action there, but his layup is going to be no good. Graham for Sunrise on their side of the court. He's going to make a nice pass, but stolen by the Swathers. And Friesen,
Good take by Friesen.
Yeah, tries to throw it down, but he's going to be blocked.
And still 2 free throws.
Yep, he'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, it would have been nice to have the dunk there, but you know, you always got to take those free shots too. They're free.
That would have been a really good opportunity to just lay it in.
Yeah,
he had the advantage.
Yeah. You know, maybe could have gotten the N1, but you know, just how it works out. You know.
That will be Judah Cyrus's second foul for tonight.
Friesen at the line for his second attempt.
First free throw was no good. The second is nothing but net. As Bartel checks in for Carter Gonzalez for Hesston. And Swathers having a full court press on Sunrise. They get it into Graham, guarded by Dutchendorf. And Sunrise executes it perfectly. A 3 is going to be no good and rebounded by Hesston. And they'll take it the other way.
Unruh with it, top of the key. Over to Friesen. A little fake handoff there. Friesen going to work. Wanted it over to Larson in the corner. 3's going to be short, and Graham's going to get the rebound. Graham's going to push. Over to Pavlovich. Pavlovich into the lane.
Oh, and a blocking foul called on Bartel. And
he's waiting on it too.
Yeah, he was waiting on it. It's hard to make those calls on the fly for these referees. A lot going on. So that can really go both ways sometimes. Good take by Bartel and also a good take by Marko Pavlovich that will shoot 2 free throws now.
Yeah, very physical game.
Yes. His first free throw, nothing but net. Tomohito Kabari checks in for Sunrise, and Daniel Lumbreras checks in for Hesston. Swathers lead 34-33, a minute 45 left in this third quarter. Pavlovich, second free throw, in and out, but Sunrise will get the rebound, or the offensive rebound, and Graham is gonna look for something. But it's gonna be stolen by the Swathers, taken the other way. Dutchendorf quickly down the court. And Hesston student section seems to be getting into it a little bit here. Friesen's gonna take the three. Friesen lead up to 4 points. And it looks like Sunrise, who took the timeout?
Coach Roth.
Coach Roth for Hesston takes the timeout, and that's gonna give Swathers a 4-point lead. Friesen feeling it tonight around the perimeter.
He scared me for a second. I thought he took the timeout before the shot.
I hate when that happens.
I know.
So much momentum right now for Hesston. Some stats for Christian Academy. Kenan McElroy has 4. Israel Graham has 9. Tomohito Kobari has 5. Judah Cyrus has 1. Marco Pavlovich had 6.
Your scoring for your Hesston Swathers will be Reed Friesen with 17 points. And then you got Ty Unruh with 3, Asher Dutchendorf with 6, Casey Landis with 2, and Drew Bartel with 4.
Hey Peter, it sounds like your voice is gone a little bit.
Yeah, we're just getting too hyped in the shed tonight.
Yeah,
This is a
bunch of
great
yelling up
game.
here. Yeah, that's a good sign. If you're losing your voice,
And Connor and Peter are screaming, and that's a really good sign.
you know, we'll let them do the screaming, we'll do the talking.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That's how it usually works. Although I screamed a little bit on that play.
That was a great play, just overall great play. No glaze.
So, Sunrise Christian Academy will inbound the ball under Heston's hoop.
Pavlovich with it on the right wing. Over to Cyrus. Next, Pavlovich in the corner. He'll shoot the 3. Long, and Lambreris with the rebound. Connor all standing up, getting excited up in the booth.
Emoting. Unruh will have the ball for Hesston. Bartel, great pass. Takes Asher Dutchendorf with the easy lay-in. Great court awareness by the young sophomore.
Got lost in the sauce.
Swathers are hot right now, boys. This is great to see.
45 seconds remain. Sunrise will have the ball. Pavlovich looking for something. Back to Kabari. Kabari's 3 will be good.
Brutal.
It's a great play right before the quarter, too,
Very
especially
good
getting
play.
some momentum.
Hesston looks like they're going to try to get 1 shot left out of this quarter. 30 seconds left. That's a long time to facilitate the ball. So we'll see what they're going to do here.
So they're going to try to isolate Reed Friesen there on that
Looks
back
like
side.
it. Unruh up top, over to Lambreris, to Friesen. Handoff to Dutchendorf.
10 seconds left.
Looks to be getting that offense set up now. Friesen, as we said, gonna go to work to Unruh, who's gonna shoot the off-balance 3. It's gonna be way off, but Bartel gets the rebound, and it's gonna be no good. And what a great third quarter of basketball that we just witnessed here.
Man, a lot of threes.
A lot of momentum shifts.
Yeah, I mean, just big plays all around both teams. It's unmatched, you know. Everybody in here is getting very loud, getting hype. You know, you'd love to see both teams settle down on defense, you know, as there have been a lot of points scored.
You know, at this point, you just kind of have to accept it. This is going to be a heavy offensive game. Both these teams, very good offensive power. So at this point, it's going to be who scores more points this last quarter will take it away.
Some stats for Sunrise. Kenan McElroy has 4. Israel Graham has 9. Tomohito Kobari has 5. Judah Cyrus has 1. And Marco Pavlovich has 6.
For your Swathers, Reed Friesen has 20, Drew Bartel has 6, Ty Unruh has 3, Asher Dutchendorf has 6, and Casey Landis has 2.
Very good spread out scoring by both teams. Both teams for the most part.
Yeah, Reed Friesen's carrying the boats with 20 points right now.
Oh wow, he has 20. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, a couple threes, couple
He's
and
kind of been
ones.
doing it all. Threes
Yeah.
and ones, dunks.
Yeah, and I mean, especially very tall matchup for him. I mean, definitely not easy, so being able to work.
Speaking of Reed, he will sit to start the fourth quarter, give him a little breather.
Yep, well deserved.
As Graham has it in the backcourt. Graham with Larson on him. Over to McElroy in the corner. They're looking to get him a shot early as he didn't play much in the third. Over to Pavlovic. Pavlovic just dribbled it, almost dribbled it out of bounds, just got it back. Kabari with the top of the key. Looking to create on his own. Out to Pavlovic in the corner. Pavlovic dribble drive into Cyrus and pickpocketed by Asher Dutchendorf.
Fantastic defense by the Swathers, making sure to facilitate that possession. And Dutchendorf will have the ball up top, hands it off to Unruh, guarded by Graham to Larson, still guarded by Graham. As we mentioned earlier, Sunrise switching every screen. Landis, guarded by Kabari, to Dutchendorf, guarded by McElroy, to Larson. Larson's gonna look down low, there's nothing there. Back up top to Landis. Over to Dutchendorf, he goes down low to Bartel, who's gonna go to work. And Bartel's win is gonna be good. A nice big matchup there, a big guy guarding him, and he still gets it to go. Great move by Bartel.
Bartel and Cyrus. Cyrus has been doing the dirty work down low. Hats off to him.
Yep.
Graham with the top of the key, doing a little dribble action. Goes, tries to drive on Gavin Larson, didn't work there. McElroy in the corner, 2 dribbles over to Cyrus. They're just swinging it around, trying to find the open shot. Can't find it. Graham dribble drive into the lane.
Ooh, and a nice scoop layup, but it's gonna be no good.
And Larson will take it in the full court.
Larson, guarded by Graham. He's gonna get his offense set up. Landis up top. Over to Bartel, he's gonna look for the 3, does not take it. We go to Dutchendorf, guarded by Kabari. Over to Unruh, guarded by Graham. Graham's gonna get his hand on the ball and almost stole it, but foul's gonna be called for reaching.
Yeah, a little bit too much on there.
A little bit too much contact.
But that will only be his first personal foul, so
Friesen and
not a horrible foul.
Friesen and Gonza check in for their respective teams.
Friesen to inbound the ball for Hesston on the left sideline. And almost 5 seconds there, but gets it into Larson.
Larson fell asleep there on the
I don't know what happened there. A little miscommunication. Larson picks up his dribble, goes to Friesen, guarded by Pavlovic, to Landis, guarded by Graham. Over to Friesen, to Dutchendorf in the corner. Dutchendorf's gonna dribble baseline, back out to Larson, up top to Friesen, down low to Bartel. Bartel gonna look for something, finds the advantage, and once again a great move by the sophomore. He's showing that he can dominate the court just as much as anybody else tonight.
Swathers up 43-36. Coach Roth is fired up over there on the bench.
And so is the Hesston student section. This is the last they've been all year.
Graham up top. Over to Kabari on the wing. And he's fouled.
And he'll be fouled. That's big.
Coach Roth can't believe it.
That's big for Sunrise if he can make these free throws count.
Was that a 3?
Yeah,
that was a 3, yeah.
Especially since the 3 was missed too.
Yep. So, possibility to make this a 3-point play here for Tomohito Kabari as he shoots 3. However, his first will be no good.
Hopefully he can make his next 2.
And he makes the second. 1 more to come. Lumbreras and Unruh check in for Hesston.
You know, I feel like one of the biggest things for Sunrise that they've done to match up very well with Hesston is the fact that they can switch basically every screen.
Kabari's third free throw, no good. 1 for 3, that time at the line. As Eli Roth would say, the charity stripe, right?
Yep. Kabari being very aggressive in the half court there.
Friesen down low, guarded by Pavlovic. Good defense by Pavlovic.
Kabari's all up in Ty Unruh's business. Swathers need to look to get Drew Bartel the ball down low as he's been bodying Gonza down there on the.
And a risky pass can be turned over, but Sunrise is going to turn it over again. Larson's wide open in the corner. Unruh doesn't throw it there, but Friesen's going to be wide open down low. His layup's going to be no good. And that's an uncharacteristic miss from Friesen as he usually makes those little bunnies down low.
Wide open layup just off the mark. Hate to see that for the Swathers.
Just one of those things, a lot of pressure on you very quickly. All happens so fast. Sunrise with the ball. Graham guarded by Lumbreras. Over to Kabari. Kabari's going to dribble baseline. A nice pass to Gonza, but he's going to throw it out of bounds.
Bounced it twice on the baseline there.
Good idea. Just the execution just wasn't quite there because Gonza was pretty open. Swathers have the ball and inbound it. Friesen guarded by Kabari. Goes to Unruh, who's going to be hit pretty hard by Tomohito Kabari. And he appears to be tying his shoe. I thought he was hurt for a second, but he is okay.
Sunrise will be in a full court press.
I think just needs to slow down. He's trying to work too hard. He's being a little handsy on the defensive end.
He's been
turnovers now.
He's been aggressive all day, but at this point probably need to slow it down, limit those turnovers.
Find your shot. Swathers Friesen to inbound.
3:57 remaining in this game.
Into Dutchendorf. Dutchendorf will be guarded by Kabari in the full court. Looking for a trap, and Friesen will be the release. Dutchendorf over to Unruh, over to Friesen on the wing. Drew Bartel getting a breather here for the Swathers. Friesen on the dribble. Over to Unruh. Over to Lumbreras in the corner. Swathers just content moving the ball around, trying to find their shot. Dutchendorf getting pressure, top of the key. Finds Friesen. Friesen looking to make his move on Pavlovic. Lumbreras with the top of the key. Swathers will reset. Over to Friesen on the wing. To Carter Gonzalez. Back to Ty, back to Danny. Ty at the top of the key. Asher on the left wing. Ball screened by Reed Friesen. Asher dribbles right. Back to Lumbreras. Almost a 45-second possession here by the Swathers, just trying to find their basket. Friesen will go to work on Pavlovic. Should have stepped back, fade away, short. Probably not the shot Coach Roth wanted, but it is what the Swathers shot. So,
but they chewed about a minute off the clock there, which is what they needed.
Just huge.
2 minutes, 40 seconds remain. Sunrise with the ball. Kabari guarded by Dutchendorf. Over to McElroy. McElroy looks for nothing, has something, but doesn't shoot anything. Over to Kabari, who's going to go down low, pass it back out to Graham. But before that can happen, a travel is going to be called.
Kabari slid that pivot foot.
Yeah.
And again, just uncharacteristic mistake by Tomohito Kabari.
Which is unfortunate because Graham had that wide open three and he switched it right after that call was made.
There is 2 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the matchup between the Hesston Swathers and Sunrise Christian Academy as Hesston leads 43-37 in the fourth quarter.
Coach Roth is taken by the Swathers or by, did we catch that? Who the timeout was called by?
I did not catch that.
Okay. Well, a full timeout on the floor. And yeah.
And this last 2 minutes, 26 seconds is probably going to go by pretty slow. It's going to go by fast, but it's going to be a long time before that clock runs out. Not much, or a pretty close scoring game, so be a lot of strategy played by both of these high accoladed coaches.
Yeah, a little bit of something interesting is there's a big winter storm coming. There's a lot of schools that have already canceled. You don't want people surfing around that corner. Whoa.
So we hope that the Sunrise can beat that winter storm home before that snow starts falling down.
There's also, I know colleges already canceling school too. I got the alert from Hutch that there won't be any class.
I did see that, yeah. Hopefully that comes our way, and even Sunrise's way too. Because although they are our opponents right now, nobody wants school.
And Swathers will host Nickerson if we have school tomorrow here in the shed.
No, they won't. They already moved the game.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's Thursday now. Swathers will have the ball. They're going to get it across court, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Kabari. It's going to stay with the Swathers on the right sideline. Friesen's going to pass it into Larson. And it's almost stolen, but not quite. To Dutchendorf on the right wing. Over to Friesen.
Friesen needs to find his matchup down low. He's got Kabari on him.
He does. He needs to get him down low. And I don't know what they called there. Maybe a holding.
Hold on number 2.
Yeah. And Swathers will throw in the ball. Maybe a risky pass there, but Landis is going to get a shot off. He's going to be blocked, and a jump ball is going to be called as Pavlovich and Bartel were fighting for it down low.
Way to get on the floor. I mean, pretty easy to get down on yourself after getting blocked, but I mean, it's always just good to just fall on the floor. Coaches love seeing that.
Good aggressive game play so far. Swathers run their inbounds play. Friesen down low. Kabari's on him, and that's a big mismatch, but Friesen's going to miss his bunny once again.
Back-to-back layups have crawled off for Friesen.
Kabari will have a wide open 3. Oh, and it goes in and out. That ball was pretty much all the way in the hoop, but it somehow goes out.
Reminds me of that sub-state, or the state championship game.
Southeast of Saline.
State semifinals.
Yeah, southeast of Saline 3-point that went in and out to possibly win the game. And
that was a crazy game.
That was a crazy game.
Swathers won by 1, I believe, down in
1 or 2.
Kansas. Yeah.
I think it might have been 2 because that 3 would have gotten them to win.
Yes.
It was that buzzer. It was a buzzer beater too, so that would have been devastating there for Swathers.
Swathers inbound. Larson into Friesen. Guarded by Pavlovich up top to Dutchendorf. Dutchendorf will look for something, getting an offense set up. Looks like Swathers are kind of trying to chew off a little bit of clock here. There's only 1:20 remains. Swathers lead 43-37. Friesen looking for something, dribbles back out to Dutchendorf up top. Good defense by Sunrise, and they're going to steal it, and not a good steal. Oh, and he's going to miss the wide open layup. Tries to do maybe a little too much there. And Swathers are going to get an easy layup, and they're going to lead by 8. And that is extremely unfortunate for Sunrise. They had the wide open layup, and that really sucks. No matter what team you're on, you hate to see that.
That's why you just shoot the layup and not the finger roll there by Graham.
Like Zach said it multiple times, I mean, those wide open ones are always the hardest ones to do.
And he maybe tried to do a little too much there, but, you know, it happens. It's the part of sports, you know. Some days are just not your days.
With 55 seconds, .4 remaining in the 4th quarter, Swathers lead 45-37 over the visiting Sunrise Christian Academy.
And as we mentioned a few minutes ago, Nickerson will be hosted here at home again, assuming nothing is canceled.
I believe that's senior night, right?
It is, yeah. Last home game for the Swathers. Sunrise Christian, I don't know who they play. As I mentioned, they're kind of on a to-be-determined schedule, so they kind of just pick up games here and there to whoever's open because they're not technically considered. They can't play in state tournaments, right? I don't know how.
I don't think they are. I think they just kind of like
They just play teams, yeah. I think it's more of a prep school to get players into basketball a little more. So Sunrise will have the ball here with 55 remaining. McElroy back up top to Kabari. Kabari to Graham. Graham's going to be double teamed for a second there. He's going to shoot a nice pass it to Kabari. Kabari's 3 is going to be long. A great rebound by Lumbreras. And they're going to have a wide open layup. And
good layup by
great execution by the Swathers. They're going to be up 10 with 30 seconds remain. And Sunrise is going to turn over the ball. Trying to move it a little too quickly.
Swathers have all the momentum right now with 24 seconds, .8 remaining, and they're up by 10.
47-37, 24 seconds remain. This game's not over. Swathers need to stay disciplined with not much time left. Sunrise not going to foul, and Hesston's going to execute a full court press perfectly. and Pavlovich is gonna eventually foul Bartel, and he'll shoot 2 free throws as Hesston is now in bonus. So Bartel needs to make both of these free throws to really seal away this game.
16.4 seconds left in the game, 47-37. Is this the dagger?
It is not the dagger. He misses his first free throw. And Hansen, looks like Swather's getting in their defensive subs. Hansen is gonna check in. Bartel with one more free throw. And he will make that one. 1 for 2 at this line. Landis and Lumbreras check in for Hesston, getting their defensive players in.
Swathers will lead by 11 points currently.
Graham brings the ball across court for Sunrise, shoots an early 3, and it's gonna be blocked by Friesen. He gets his own rebound. 5 seconds remain. Kabari shoots his 3. It's nothing but net, but that will do it here in the shed.
And the Swathers win it!
And
Big underdog matchup for the Swathers, but they come out with the win, 48-40.
And a great game overall. Both teams played their heart out. Both of these teams wanted it, you can tell. Hesston comes out with the win after getting a lot of momentum late in this 4th quarter. And just overall, high-performing game. Great job by both teams. Very aggressive on both sides of the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, very talented and Sunrise Christian Academy team. I mean, they shot lights out all night, but Swathers